Hi guys, today I'm going to do a video on my Raspberry Pi. I'm just going to look and review my Raspbmc media setup that I have set up on it at the moment. And here it is. You can see, it's kind of hard to see, I know the quality is not great, but it's got a USB which is connected to that USB external hard drive. It also has the SD card which it runs the whole system off. The HDMI which is connected to the TV, and the Ethernet which is connected to that plug, which is running to my modem through the house plugs. Okay, let me just set this up properly. Okay, I've got it connected to an auto remote. So all I have to do is hold this button here and it will start to turn on. I'm sorry about the reflective screen, but as soon as something comes on the screen it should stop being so reflective. I've been using this setup for a while now. It's great. Raspberry Pi is actually really good. The whole thing's hardware accelerated, so all the videos play smoothly. Takes about 40 seconds to boot. I've actually connected mine through an amp, so it's a DTS and Dolby Digital capable amp. So when it's DTS audio or Dolby Digital audio, it's passed through, so it plays it. If it has to convert the audio, it can lead to issues, like down mixing stuff. It can be a problem, but I haven't got that issue because I'm connected straight to the amp. Now most stuff actually works on this, but some codecs don't. I'll talk about that a bit later anyway. So you saw what came up there that said something about HDMI sec. Yeah, I'm controlling this through my TV remote. You can see that, yeah. That's brilliant for me because, you know, I don't have to use any other remotes really, and I just use this to control most of the stuff I do. I'm just going to the settings and show you. This is the Raspbmc RC4 candidate, so it's not even officially released out of kind of beta yet, and so you're obviously going to get some bugs, but for me it runs really well. It's running at 1080p at 60 frames per second, not at 60 frames, at 60 Hz per second, and running at 31, 32 frames per second on the GUI, which is pretty good. I mean, it's smooth enough. Not as smooth as your laptop or PC running it, but smooth enough. If you've ever used XBMC before, you can install plugins, that's all the same. I've got NaviX installed. I won't play anything because I don't think I'm allowed to. But it all works as it should. It's all hardware accelerated. It's brilliant. I'm just going to show you stuff I actually have and own. So let's look at my TV shows. These are on my external hard drive. Big Bang Theory, New Girl, Spartacus, The Walking Dead. You can see how quick it's just flicking through these images, and it's pulled all this information from their scrapers. You just have to set it up and then it'll put it all down, and it's a really nice media center. Walking Dead, brilliant series if you never watched it. I've got both seasons and it splits them up into the two. This is HD content, so I'll play it for you so you can see what the playback's like. Oh, actually I can't play that. That was a massive fail. So, this is one of the bugs. I'm going to have to unplug and replug my USB because it didn't mount on boot like it should have done. That's one thing that they need to fix, and probably will be fixed in future releases. But there you go, you can see in the corner it's now mounted. So if we go back to playing a file for you. Now, don't get all the options on the remote, so I have to use the Android remote to get more options that I want, which is that. And you can see how it's running there. Running in 5.1 surround sound. Menu here. 720p Dolby Digital 5.1. Playing back really nicely. No frame drops. Really play back nicely. Sound's coming through surround sound. I've watched a lot of movies and I've watched all my series through this, and it's never like crashed halfway or had any problems with it. Back to the controller. Show you Big Bang Theory. I basically got all the seasons. You can see again it's flicking through those images very quickly now. I don't think these are actually in HD, but you can see how much quicker it plays them.
Now I'm going to the Arctic Circle with Leonard Wallowitz and Kuthra.
It can do full 1080p at 40 megabits per second. I've got one movie on here that it doesn't struggle with. It does play, but it does take a bit longer to play. I'll show you. Here are my movies. 30 minutes or less hangover. Wrath of the Titans is a full 1080p movie. You can see it's working in the corner. Taking a little bit longer to load than the series I showed you. But eventually it does kick in and it will play it smoothly. And there we go. And you can see if I press the menu button on here, 1080p DTS 5.1. I don't know if you can hear it very well, but the sound is coming through. Really nice. What else have we got here? Tron, good film. Hangover Part 2. You could definitely use this as a daily media centre. I mean, I do. There's some people on the forums that say you can't. I disagree. I think you can. If I go into the settings here, show you the options they give you. Don't know what else you want to see. All this stuff works, you know. If you've got an Apple product, I don't, you can use AirPlay. It does work. I've seen people say it's working, so you can configure it how you want. Obviously, the higher in resolution your screen is, the slower kind of this is going to be. I mean, this is running at 1080p. You can see how nice it kind of slows down a little bit when you flick through and get to those when it has to render them, but you know, otherwise it's really nice. If we go back into here, you can flick this and you can change its layout. You can see you can kind of have different ways of displaying its information. This one tells you about the codec being used. Yeah, the H.264 codec is fully supported and fully hardware accelerated. It's really nice. Really good media center. The way I've got it set up, I use it all the time. You can actually, if you've got like a NAS box and stuff like that, you can stream stuff to it, it will work. The one thing you have to be careful of is you have to make sure you have the right power supply. It doesn't come with one. So, you have to get one that is stable enough for it. If it's not, your playback will be horrible, the GUI will be slow, it just won't work properly. You need to get one that's working properly. Okay, that's my kind of quick review on Raspbmc on my Raspberry Pi. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see anything else, I'll show you. Ask me any questions in the comments if you've got any. As always, if you like my videos on tech, please rate, comment and subscribe. Check my blog out, check all my other videos out. I'll see you guys later.